The Denver Nuggets over the past 2 years have lost 2 valuable role players in Bruce Brown and KCP. Obviously, if Denver wants to remain a serious title threat in the stacked Western Conference, they had to have a new role player step up and have a major impact. And that's exactly what Christian Braun has done so far this year. Now offensively, I think Braun easily does his best work in transition, where with the ball, he has some elite quick twitch explosiveness. If Braun catches with any space in front of the basket to charge up, he's easily got the hops to play above the rim.
Ahead. Brown to the rim.
We'll see him here leak out on this defensive board, and in stride, watch him gather this pass to then explode up off his left foot for this jam. And then along with that verticality, Christian also has really good control on the floor, where he can use different strides to step and create finishing angles. This move here is pretty tough, where Braun's attacking this backpedaling defender, and notice how belated his stance is, with his hips squared up to the sideline. So Braun in stride is going to attack his top foot with his left-right Euro step. In the open court, Christian also has the stability to elevate off 2 feet, which is really tough to do if you're initially playing with a lot of speed. This finish here is pretty tough, where Braun is going to pick up a head of steam into this pass, to then take one dribble and flow into a jump stop, to then parachute up towards the rim. And then pretty much all these physical tools carry over to Braun's game in the half court, where again, if Braun gets open space to charge up, he can elevate over the league's best rim protectors.
Christian Braun goes right and go back.
And while Braun does have a very explosive and aggressive attacking game, I also think his body control plays a big factor, where he's able to flow past defenders trying to draw an offensive foul. We'll see him here get all this daylight to charge up, but notice how he's going to angle his flight path slightly to his right to avoid drawing the offensive foul. When playing off the ball, Braun also does some decent work as a cutter, where he's great at both reading the defense and playing off the gravity of Nikola Jokic. We'll see Jokic here start this play in the mid post, and Braun on the weak side is going to read the defense ball watching to then simply cut down into open space. We can see the same thing here, where Jokic is again initiating the offense, and SGA in help has his eyes glued on the ball, giving up this baseline cut. The Nuggets throughout this season have also been using Braun as a screener with Jokic, and Christian as a roll man has all the physical tools to generate easy buckets. Now in the half court, Christian does have enough on-ball skills to initiate drives off the dribble. I wouldn't say he has the most creative or dynamic handle right now, but he can still do plenty of damage when he picks up a head of steam with the ball. And because Jokic is a real pop and rolling threat, he commonly gives Braun a ton of breathing room off his screens. Watch him here turn the corner off this ball screen to his right. And notice how this big is hesitant to completely shift over, which again gives Braun the space to dribble and explode all the way to the basket. And Braun this year has also brought a ton of value as a spot-up shooter, which may not be shots he takes in super high volume, but he can still provide some much needed floor spacing in Denver's offense. Now Braun right now isn't the most advanced outside shot creator. He's not going to create pull-ups off the dribble, or aggressively blast off screens into his jumper, but mechanically he does have a good consistent shooting base, while also having a quick trigger off the catch. And this is really what the Nuggets offense needs right now. They've already got plenty of on-ball creators in Murray and Jokic, while also adding Russell Westbrook to their lineup. So Braun being able to knock down these simple spot-up threes is going to be crucial for this team's success down the stretch. So when looking at everything Christian Braun brings to the table, I think he's the perfect role player in Denver's offense. He's got the explosiveness to be an elite play finisher in transition, while also having great off-ball instincts in the half court. And then on top of that, he's also shooting about 45% from 3. Down the road, I would love to see Braun get more responsibility as a primary offensive creator. But right now, I think his current skill set is everything the Nuggets need. Now when switching over and looking at Braun's defense, this is where I think he has his biggest overall impact. So far this year, Christian has been Denver's go-to backcourt defender, where physically he's got the tools to hold the zone against the league's best perimeter scorers. First on the ball, Braun has really quick feet, which allows him to slide and keep his hips in front of the ball. And then on top of that, Christian also has a stable base, where he's able to hold his ground against contact. Right here, it's just him and SGA playing one-on-one, and Shea tries to initiate contact with his shoulder bump, but Christian is able to eat it, to then extend up and contest his shot. So that blend of speed and strength makes Braun a reliable defender against guards and wings. Plus his verticality adds another element to his defense. Because Braun can shoot up off the floor like a pogo stick, he can give ball handlers a pretty big cushion. And when they decide to rise up, Braun can teleport up and give a very effective contest. Notice here how he has both feet sagged back well below the 3. And as Shai elevates, Braun is able to extend up and give an effective contest. And that explosiveness combined with Christian's speed and stability also makes him a great defender in isolation, because even if the offense is initially able to get Braun on their hip, he still has the vertical presence to alter any finish or runner. We'll see Harden here initially create this driving angle to his left, and as he gathers and tries to lift up, Braun's able to elevate and eat up this finish. And then all those physical tools carry over to Christian's screen navigation, where he's got the strength to bump through contact, to then scramble and stay attached to his man. We'll see him here initially get hung up on this ball screen, and Cam Thomas gets all this daylight. But from behind, Braun is able to chase him down, and force Cam into a bad miss. I also love this play here, where Braun again gets tangled up on this ball screen, but he's still able to get himself back attached to the ball, to then shoot up and alter this push shot. And that ability to scramble and contain the ball also carries over to Braun's off-ball defense, where he does great work as a gap defender, being able to slide down and sit deep and help, to then rotate back out and contain the ball on the perimeter. And with how spread out most NBA offenses are playing right now, this type of off-ball mobility is huge for defenses. Watch Braun here initially sink down to help on the roller, to then scramble back out and run Ludort off the line. And from this spot, Braun still has the control to flip his hips and wall off Dort's left-hand drive, drawing him into an inefficient step back 2. And Braun's elite verticality also makes him a great rim protector from the weak side, where he can slide across and eliminate shots like a 7-foot center. Look at this play. Cam Thomas is going to turn the corner off the screen to his left, and Braun from the weak side is going to take one big leap across the paint and stuff this finish.
Storming inside, gets held up by...
Now what ties everything together with Braun's defense is going to be his awareness, because that's what allows him to constantly be in the right place at the right time. Watch him here in help read Chet Holmgren catch on the slip, and Braun from help side is able to scramble down and break it up. So when looking at everything Braun brings to the table, he's the perfect role player for the Nuggets. He checks all the boxes defensively, plus his athleticism and basketball feel makes him a great piece to have alongside Nikola Jokic. And then on top of that, he's also taken a big leap forward as a spot-up shooter. And at age 23, I still think Braun has a lot of room for improvement, and he could possibly be a building block for this team going forward. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments who the kid should break down next. The kid's here.